private FDR is an incredibly simple yet extremely effective concept. Effectively, both parties jointly instruct a specialist financial remedies practitioner to act as an FDR judge for them, but in a private setting away from the court. The meeting is usually held in barristers' chambers. The judge will then assist the parties in coming to an agreement by making a recommendation of how the case is likely to be concluded if the matter were to proceed through the court system.
So the process by which a client will be able to instruct a barrister to hear a private FDR, for instance, at 4 Paper Buildings, is if they have solicitors, the solicitors will contact the clerks here, who are renowned for being very helpful and will assist the solicitor in what they need. It doesn't have to be through solicitors, it could be through individuals who want to come as lay people to the private FDR process. That's not impossible, but the usual way is through solicitors. And then a convenient date will be fixed, view will be taken about where the venue should be, and the arrangements made for the private FDR. The 4 Paper Buildings approach to the private FDR process is really our approach to all the cases that we've really become known in the market. It's a friendly approach, it's a can-do approach. You will come here wanting to be able to settle, and you'll find the approach from the judges that are here will be exactly that. It will be an effort towards bringing people together rather than leaving the FDR process having not settled.
The team here at 4PB are perfectly placed to carry out private FDRs because of the wealth of experience that we have between us. At the junior end, we have people who can assist in the more straightforward cases, and at the more senior level, we have people who day in, day out are dealing with complex issues such as offshore trusts, complex corporate structures, tax schemes which are being investigated by HMRC, or perhaps third-party interveners. Whatever the issue, we have somebody with the right amount of experience and qualification to deal with it. Advantages to private FDRs are plentiful. First and foremost, you get to choose your own judge. You get to select somebody who has the requisite experience suitable to assist you with your case. You are also guaranteed that the judge will have had the right amount of time to properly consider the paperwork in your case in order to give the help and assistance which is required. The team at 4PB covers the whole breadth of experience, so we have very junior members who can assist in the more straightforward cases, right up to the other end of the spectrum where we have QCs and members of chambers who sit regularly as judges themselves on a part-time basis, and so are able to bring that particular level of expertise to the table in assisting the parties.
The conclusion of the private FDR doesn't of itself lead to the binding agreement, legally binding agreement of the parties, but what will normally happen if the parties agree is that heads of agreement will be drafted at the private FDR, they'll be approved by the private FDR judge, the parties will sign up, and if necessary the private FDR judge, if it was me, then I would put my name to the bottom of the heads of agreement to make it clear that there had been agreement reached. And then the parties would go away, draft up the order and submit the order to the court in the normal way. Sometimes parties want the private FDR judge to also see the terms of the order, and that also can be arranged, but ultimately, of course, it's the court that has to make the order.
Other advantages to private FDRs are firstly the hugely impressive success rate we have at parties concluding matters at the earliest opportunity in having had a private FDR with one of our team members. It means that parties can meet earlier than they otherwise would if stuck in the court process, and also diffuses the hostilities which are usually associated with litigation.
If the client needs to understand the private FDR process here at 4 Paper Buildings, they need look no further really than the website, which will assist them. If they need anything further, they only need to contact the clerks here at 4 Paper Buildings, and they will provide them with all the assistance that they need.